Hey everyone, I'm Evangeline here at Etrailer. Today we are taking a look at the RockyMounts Hooligan bike chain lock. This is a heavy duty chain lock, great for when you need to secure your bike, whether you have it on your bike rack but you're parked in a kind of sketchy spot, or maybe you're popping into a cafe for lunch and you have your bike outside. Now with this being a pretty hefty chain lock, there are some things to consider. How portable is it, and how much can it wrap around and protect your bike? This is going to be 40 inches long, and it is going to be a closed loop, meaning you kind of get half the length of that because you have to lock into itself. So this will work best with one bike for maximum security. In our case here, since we have an anchor point on the rack, we can go fit this around our triangle and lock into place. Quick and easy, super fast to just secure. And now, not only is your bike secure, but everyone can also visually see this heavy duty lock. With everything that comes in contact with your bikes or whatever you're securing, you want to make sure it's not destroying it or scratching it up while you're using it. And you can see our silicone molded lock, and this is very soft. I'm not worried about it banging and scratching up against the bike while it's still protecting it. And then for the rest of the chain, you have this nylon sheath. Now you can feel that there's a metal chain underneath, but at no point am I worried about that metal coming up and through that sheath. Fits nicely against our bike. You get 3 keys with your chain lock, and these are quick and easy to use keys. You don't have to line them up in a specific way. Any direction works. And when you secure it, you don't have to have the key in there. You just push it into place, and it is a spring-loaded lock. No matter where you are, there is something that's really helpful with having a bike lock. Even if you're not really in an area that would be likely to get your bike stolen, there's still that peace of mind there knowing that you've done everything to keep your bike secure. And with that being said, RockyMounts does have a rating for different types of situations and the different levels of security that their locks are designed for. Our Hooligan lock here is at a 6 rating, which is around your college campus and your large city situations. So you can check out that information here on our site if you want to know more. What I like though is that this is a pretty big sturdy lock, helpful for that peace of mind and also just that visual reference that your bike is secure. Now before you start thinking you're going to want the heaviest duty lock you can find, just in case, do also keep in mind that the heavier duty the lock is, the heavier weight it is going to be. This is going to be 2.9 pounds, so not super heavy, but still something where you can't fit it in your pocket or around your handlebars. Now I do see some people on the road, they do wrap their lock around their bike frame. That's just something to keep in mind, some extra weight that you're going to have to haul around. People that are urban commuters put this inside their backpack. They may have a pannier or a basket. Those are all things that you know about your own bike and your own situation. Hopefully our page is helpful though in just seeing how much this can take up when it comes to weight and space. Now remember, no matter what type of lock you get, that's mainly there to keep honest people honest. You want something that's big and bulky and visible and something that you can put on your bike very easily. That's where the RockyMounts Hooligan is. While we have several types of locks here at Etrailer for different types of situations, I think this is going to be one of the more smooth feeling and easy to use locks, especially with the fact that all that silicone and mesh there just really protects the bikes from scuffs and scratches. This is something that I'd be happy to throw onto the bike whenever I go for a ride and have to park. So that being said, if you have a preference when it comes to bike locks, maybe you have your own setup and your own bike and you have some strong opinions about that, I'd love to hear them. Feel free to leave a review, even leave a picture of your whole setup, and then we can see how this helps you out with your journey. But today this was a look at the RockyMounts Hooligan bike chain lock at etrailer.com. My name is Evangeline. I hope you enjoyed this journey.